If your second brain only works when you remember to use it, it's not a system. In this final part, I'll show you how to automate your second brain with AI so knowledge is captured, processed, and surfaced even when you're busy. Let's have a quick recap of what we have done so far. In part 1, we built the knowledge vault. In part 2, we built AI think using our notes. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to automate everything, and we're going to see on daily and weekly basis usage. We're going to see what actually matters in long term. So let's finish this properly. We need to decide what to automate. Big mistake people do is I need to automate everything. No. Automate repetitions, not thinking. Best candidates for automations are article highlights, YouTube transcripts, emails worth saving, and raw ideas to capture. What you can do manually is your weekly reviews, your decision making, and creative directions. Automation supports thinking, it doesn't replace it. Let's go to the step 2, which is automated captured pipeline. Let's see it with an example. You have a content. What you want it to do is you need to send this content through AI and let AI put it to Notion. So you don't have to do anything. AI does all the part. This is what we are going to automate. Let's look at some options here. We have 2 options. In option 1, we're going to use articles and highlights, which is we are going to use the Readwise and Readwise Reader. So whatever text you are seeing on the internet, you can capture it. You can store it in the Readwise app, which is very easy. Let's go to the screen and see how we can use Readwise. Alright, what you're seeing here is a Readwise app or a website. Here you have the library section where you can store all the pages that you want it, and its highlights as well. I have even mails also. It works on emails. So whatever you want to store as in text form, you can store it right here. This can also work as your second brain. How you can do it? I'll go ahead, and there are some of the newsletter from this page. Let's go to any random one, and for example, I'm going to click on this one. It says ChatGPT is wrapped is here. All right. So suppose I liked something what Satya Nadella said. All right. So I'll go ahead and I'm gonna right click and highlight and save Readwise. For that, you will need a Readwise highlighter extension for your browser, which is available on all of the browser. I'll go ahead, right click and save and highlight. What's gonna do? It's gonna save it to the Readwise app, which it's already did, and it have highlighted it. Now if I go back to the inbox, as you can see, it's already here. The ChatGPT wrapped is here. You have the whole page. You have the highlighted section. But if you don't want to scroll down all the highlighted section, you can go into the notebook. You can find the exact highlighted section which you have highlighted on the page. So this works everywhere, all over the internet. Wherever you have the extension, you can save it right there. Go back, and here you can see the library of all the saves that you have done, which is pretty cool. And also you can import in this your Amazon books, any other books. Readwise captures highlight. Earlier, there used to be a Notion integration built in, but now they have removed it because they want to promote their own reader, which is the Readwise Reader, which I have been showing here. So if you wanted to integrate in Notion and put the data that you have been highlighting through AI, then you can create a scenario and do that. We'll do that demonstration by looking at our option B, which is a YouTube option. So the YouTube, if you want to see how we can utilize YouTube transcript, you can visit part 2. There I have shown how you can utilize YouTube transcripts and generate your own thought process. So let's look at option B, which is YouTube. If you saw a video and you liked it, you want to save it in your second brain, how will you do it? I have shown how you can do that exact step in part 1 and part 2. You can go ahead and see those videos. But for now, let's automate the process and see what we can do in Make. So what we're going to do, we are going to take the transcript, we are going to send it to AI to summarize it, then we'll push into Knowledge Vault, Here we are in make.com. We have clicked on create a scenario and you'll get this window. In here, we'll search for Google Forms because we are going to integrate Google Forms. From there, we will input our text and we'll send it to ChatGPT. We'll search for watch a response. Then all you need to do is create a connection and sign in using your Google account. You can name your connection. I have named my Forms connection. And there you go. Continue. And we have set it up. Now all you need is a form ID. From the address bar, you can get the form ID and you can get the name also. Type the name correctly, what your form's name is, and click OK. Click save and it will be fine. You can select all as well, or if you want, you can select from now on. So whatever forms you will fill, submit from now on, it will take that. Now we need an OpenAI ChatGPT generate a completion. And I have already set it up. If you want to know how you can set it up, you can visit any of my previous videos. We have shown any make.com integration. You can visit that. And we'll select any model which is cheaper, which is 4.0 mini system. It will work. 4.0 mini, yes, that's the one. We'll keep the role as user, and in text comment we'll put our prompt which we want to use. You can go in the description and copy the exact prompt from the prompt library. Yeah, that's it. For content to analyze, we would like to have our users submitted data. So we'll go inside the Google Forms and here we'll select the value. Alright, from the text, and we'll select the value. Cool. We can go ahead and plug in a parse JSON to this guy because we want all the data to be coming in like a JSON file. And for JSON string, we want the JSON which ChatGPT gives us, which we will get it from the text, no, from the message text. Yeah, that's it. And we'll generate a structure later when we generate a response. For now, we'll connect an iterator which will put all the JSON components and iterate one by one and put it inside the Notion. We'll again get the text. We'll connect our Notion, create a database. Yeah, we'll click on create a database item and you can add a connection. It's an internal connection. It's not public. You can name your connection as second brain connection. And for the integral token, you can go ahead inside the Notion in connections, go to manage connections. And from the develop and manage connection, you will get the integration page. Click on new, name it, and select your workspace. Workspace will be the default, and internal, click save and configure your token. Show it, copy it, and you will be good to go. Go back, paste it, and save. Now all you need to do is give access to your page. Edit access, go to private, select the page which you want to give access to make, hit save, and it's all done. I have already tested it once, so I've sent a query. It said right there, this is the transcript that I have pasted in my Google form, and just for checking I did it. And now if you see inside choice messages content, I have the JSON structure ready. What I want to do, I'll copy it from the big bracket to small bracket, big bracket to the big bracket, and yes, copy the content and paste it inside the parse.json file. Copy it and we'll generate a structure. You can name it whatever you want. Alright, I think I have set the path wrong. So what we want, we will cross check it. There's choice, there's message, and then content. Alright, so backspace, close this guy, and we'll go back to choices, and then we have the message and the content. You already get the string there, the JSON highlighted. Alright, click on generate. JSON will paste the structure of what we got from the ChatGPT. It will give you everything, like title, type, summary, etc. Everything. Okay, inside as well. So we have got the structure right. At this point, you just need to save it. Hit save and we're good to go. Again, the path is wrong, so we'll put our, we don't want this, we want the JSON's, these fields, right? The summary, the title, actionable insight, etc. Whatever you like, you can keep it. And for database ID, what we want to do, we'll search for it. We'll search for the second brain. Second will work. Hit OK. It will get the database ID automatically. You can hit OK and go ahead once more. It will load and will give you all the fields which is present there in your database. Now you all have to map it. Like the title will go in the name, like this, and the status you can select whatever you want. Summary will go in summary, output type. Few of the things you can keep it manual. You don't have to automate it at this point of time because some things manual will be fine. Source, you can select YouTube, actionable insight, and we are done. Let's test it out. I'll fill it a form and test it. I've already submitted a form, so let's set it up. It should come here. Alright, so there is the form. I have pasted the script. Let's submit it. I have not submitted yet. So now if I submit, go ahead and run once. It will load. Now it is generating the chat completion and it's filling out everything inside the Notion. As you can see, it will populate right there. Boom. We got the field that we want. We got the outputs. We got two of the forms that we had. That's it. That's the magic. Now here's one of the most important thing that you need to keep in mind. It's you don't have to over automate categorization. Let AI do first pass. You do refinement later. Now the magic layer. Every new node that you paste there will get processed using this prompt. I'll show the exact prompt, and if you want the exact prompt, you can go in the description. There is a link. If you visit there, you will get the exact prompt and the whole set of prompt library that I have been using and saving there. Now, every node is usable, action-oriented, searchable, no backlog guilt. Your daily usage should be boringly simple. Here's a daily plan for you. What you need to do, take out 5 minutes and capture one idea or save one point of content. That's it. No reviewing, no organizing, daily capture, weekly thinking. Let's move on to the next step, which is our weekly review. This is very important. Once per week, what you're gonna do, you're gonna ask ChatGPT again. Maybe on the same chat, you can ask, using my notes from this week. This is the prompt that I'm saying. You can ask, using my notes from this week. Point number 1, what were the most important insights? 2, what patterns are emerging? 3, what should I apply or create next week? This can give you clarity, direction, confidence. Most people never do this. That's why they feel stuck. Let's take it to the next step, which is meta thinking. This is an advanced step and you can do this once per month. The prompt goes something like this. Looking at my knowledge over time. How has my thinking evolved? What beliefs changed? And where am I constantly wrong or right? This turns your second brain into a personal mentor, a thinking mirror, and a compounding advantage. These are some of the mistakes that can kill your second brain. You cannot over automate anything. Too many tools is not required, saving without using is not necessary, and no review rhythm. You have to review everything, weekly and monthly as well. If your system feels heavy, if your system feels complex, if it feels fragile, simplify it. Second brain should feel light. Now to summarize, you now have a knowledge vault, a AI powered capturer, and a retrieval and a thinking workflows. You also have a daily and weekly habits. This isn't productivity, this is the leverage. If this 3-part series helped you, subscribe. I build real AI systems for solo entrepreneurs. You can go in the description and join my email list. There you can get your free AI starter kit, and I will send you weekly email newsletter where there will be a weekly prompts as well, which is very productive. Also, if you want the exact prompts that I have been showing in these videos, you can go in the description, the same link, and you can get it from the prompt library. So this was it for the 3-part series. I hope you liked it. My name is Akash. This is the 10x Solo. I'll see you in the next one.